Good afternoon and welcome to Vibes of India. Today we are very privileged to have the first ever sit down exclusive interview with Gujarat Congress President Shaktisinh Gohil after the Lok Sabha election results. With me, Deepal, at Vibes of India, I'm joined by a senior journalist and our consulting editor, Nandini.
Right.
And welcome to our show, Shaktisinh Gohil. Thank you for
Welcome.
sparing your
Hello,
valuable time.
my pleasure.
Yeah. So, to start with, first of all, congratulations. The
Thank you.
Congress has the Congress has broken its nearly or rather 10-year-old jinx. That is a decade-old jinx, and won the first Lok Sabha seat finally after 10 years. So, what is your reaction on that?
I am grateful to voters of Gujarat and I am grateful to voters of especially for Banaskantha. This election was very challenging for us. Against all odds, we fought this election. It is very well said that wherever there is a competition, equal level of playing ground should be provided to both the competitors. In our constitution, it is guarantee is given that during the election, all will be treated equally and equal platform to contest will be provided. In our Representations of People's Act, it is clearly mentioned that during election, whether it's a prime minister or a minister or is a small worker of the opposition party, all shall be treated equally. But in this election, we had lots of difficulties and no equal level of playing ground was provided. I will give you one example. We prepared ourselves to contest this election, and for that purpose, financially, we wanted to have some amount. Thanks to our supporters, thanks to our workers, and thanks to our well-wishers, we had money to contest this election in our 11 bank accounts. Just prior to the announcement of election, government has misused power and income tax department has seized our 11 bank accounts, and that was also on a very flimsy ground. What was the allegation? That in 2017 and 18, why your own party MPs donated 14 lakhs and 56,000 crores to Congress party. And on that allegation, all 11 bank accounts of Congress party were seized, our money were taken out. We have our fixed deposits. All the fixed deposits were freezed so that Congress party cannot take out a single penny to contest this election. We know we were right. And if we'll go before the uh, Supreme Court or High Court, we'll get the justice. But during that time, what is the first step? First, we'll have to go before the income tax in an appeal. Thereafter, the tribunal, and there the stage will come where we can get justice, that is High Court and Supreme Court. But the time consumption will be so long that election will be over. That was our first worry when election started. But without any fear in mind that how we will fight the election, we went ahead. And I'm thankful to the people of the country and people of Gujarat. They supported us. You must have seen, and your cameras eyes must have seen, that people were standing in queues before our candidates just to give some money to candidate, because people were also knowing that Congress party cannot spend a single penny, because ruling party has seized all the accounts, freeze the FDs. So that financial support also we were getting from people, but that was not enough. And on another hand, thanks to Supreme Court, when the figure came out, BJP is having officially 8,046 crores in the account. So on one hand, huge money power, and on another hand, the party which was contesting is without money. So that was the challenging. The another thing was that in our constitution, in our law, the election commission was an independent agency, and election commissioner were to be appointed. The law was very clear in our country that three persons collegium. One is prime minister, another is the leader of opposition, and as a third independent judicious person, chief justice of the Supreme Court was used to be the member. So the three members committee was selecting election commissioners, and that's why there were no allegation. We India had 17 parliament elections all over the country. We build up a good reputation that free, fair, and fearless elections taking place in India. But this time, what has happened? Just few months prior to the announcement of election, government has changed that law, and the role of Chief Justice gone out. And in place of Chief Justice, the one minister from ruling party was appointed in the collegium. So the two members majority, prime minister and the minister of his own cabinet, one side two, and another side is leader opposition. So you can understand that in democracy, if you don't have the majority, your voice is not heard. So in election commissioners, I'm very sorry to say, but election commission has acted that was not fair in a fair way. If we shout little bit, we were getting notices. But prime ministers and BJP leaders were abusing us, no action. Misuse of money power, misuse of power, because at both the places government was in power, was misused, but no actions were taken. So against all odds, we fought this election, but I'm happy and that in country BJP, which was claiming 400 ke par, means more than 400 seats they will win. But the people are powerful in the democracy, and no party or no person that is shown, and our country.
Yeah, so
We've lost the voice.
we lost the voice.
And in that type of against all odds, we fought elections. I'm thankful to my party workers. We are not in power in Gujarat since last many years. But even though the workers stood by us, they worked for us day and night tirelessly, and they spent their own money. And because of that, we opened our account. And also, if you go to the tribal areas and see the tribal belts, our vote share is increased marginally. Our other constituencies, if you compare with 2022 results, which was very bad for us, compared to that, our vote percentage has gone high, and in many assembly seats, though in the 2022 we were just in 17 seats we won, but now in this election, our numbers in assembly constituency has also increased. So I'm happy that people are with us, and we started with a positive note. Yes, Dipal.
Mr. Gohil, you talked about a level playing field, but the issues that you raised were faced by many other parties, like the RJD in Bihar or TMC in West Bengal,
Or even Aam Aadmi Party
or
to some
Aam Aadmi
extent,
Party.
yes.
So that does not just justify Congress getting one seat in Gujarat.
Yeah.
Is the first part of my question. And the second part of my question is, Gujarat is a very vibrant state and known for money. So why should you face a money crisis in Gujarat?
Look, the two things is that only Congress parties and all the accounts were seized, our FDs were freezed. No other political party has faced that much financial problems. Yes, you are right. All the other opposition parties, like-minded parties, the parties which are part of India group, more or less all were harassed. Some of the leaders of India alliance parties were sent to jail. and there were lots of misuse of power. So all were facing. I'm not saying, but here you may appreciate that in Gujarat, we, Prime Minister is from our state. The number two Home Minister is from our state, Gujarat. And when Manmohan Singh ji was a Prime Minister, and then when again party decided that in next also, it means 2009, Manmohan Singh ji will be again Prime Minister, and we fought the election. In Punjab, Punjabis have voted for Congress party, and this was a massive victory for us because local, our state person is a Prime Minister. So that feeling was there in Punjab. The same Modi has emotionally played role herein when he came to Gujarat. Otherwise, he always speak in Hindi, but in Gujarat, he delivered his speeches in Gujarati, and time and again he said, "I am your man. I am Gujarati. Who has not committed mistakes? So mistakes will happen. I was learning. Now again, you will have to vote for me." So that was also there, and I'm not saying that it was I'm 100% satisfied with this result, but on a positive note, against all odds we fought, and we lost couple of seats which were in past we lost with a huge margin. This time also when election started, you and Nandini must recall that BJP was claiming that Congress will not be able to find candidates. When we filled up candidates, entire media had to say that yes, Congress gave a good candidates. Thereafter, BJP started saying that Congress will lose deposit and each and every seat. BJP will have a victory of more than 5 lakhs margin. Now, barring couple seat, 2 or 3 seats, nowhere BJP got 5 lakhs votes margin, victory margin. But Congress gave a good fight, tight fight on 11 to 12 seats. Even the independent agencies were saying, yes, Congress is contesting and anything can happen. So that's credit goes to our Gujaratis, credit goes to uh, party workers, my Congress family members. So against all odds, we were able to create that type of scenario.
Was the Congress expecting more seats? If yes, what went wrong actually? Was it poor booth management or what?
Look, I do accept that, do admit that we were expecting more seats. Like Patan, we lost with a very narrow margin. Anand, we lost with a narrow margin. I was expecting that Sabarkantha we will win. I was expecting Surendranagar we will win. Junagadh, I was expecting. Amreli, I was expecting. In tribal belts also couple of seats I was expecting. And my candidates, I must salute them. They fought without money, but without any negative feelings. They are brave. They fought very well. And because of their fight, the show was good, but resources were less. Misuse of state machineries were there. Uh, just in a prior question, Deepal was saying that Gujarat has money power, Gujarat is industrially rich, but this is the government, which is very vindictive. And if an industrialist is also donating to Congress party, and if they will come to know that the next minute there will be income tax or ED raid, that was the fear in the mind of Gujarati industrialists. So even they were not coming forward to give us donation, though they wanted us to come in power, though they wanted us to help, but there was a fear psycho. So that was also one of the reasons. Independent good officers were sidelined, and the police officers, even rank of IGP and SPs, they were calling my supporters, my workers, threatening them, even to the voters, allowing antisocial elements to freely move in the field and to make sure that secular votes should not vote for Congress party and the secular votes should not go to the polling booths. So against those were the odds, and that is why my expectation was that 10 to 11 seats, we are fighting very well. We were fighting all the seats well, but 10 to 11 seats, we may win. That didn't happen. And those were I explained the circumstances why it couldn't happen.
Is it true that people from your own party worked against Chandanji Thakur in Patan?
Look, in politics, there are people who work for you. There are people who may not work for you. That's the part of politics. And it's not the first time, every time it happens. But I must say, barring the few which I can count on my fingertips, most of the Congress workers work very hard for Congress party. Otherwise, otherwise the results would be totally different, and like what the BJP was claiming, that Congress will lose deposits on maximum seats. This didn't happen. This clearly shows that my party workers, most of them, worked for them. There are complaints, but in BJP, the complaints are more and more. We have a disciplinary committee, we have an internal democracy and disciplinary committee. Wherever there is a complaint, my party disciplinary committee will certainly look into it, and whatever the remedial measures will have to take, will take those measures.
Okay, this was the first time perhaps in last many years that you decided to give tickets. When I say you, the Congress party gave tickets to 4 Thakurs, that is 3 Thakurs in North Gujarat and one in central Gujarat, that is in Anand, Amit Chavda. What was the strategy of really giving so many tickets to the Thakur community?
Look, this time we applied our mind. We look at to the tendency of the voters, past history of the constituencies, like Banaskantha. We studied the constituency. We gave Chaudhary versus Chaudhary, and every time, though our Chaudhary leader was a far better than the Chaudhary leader or candidate of Bharatiya Janata Party, but even though we lost with a huge margin in Banaskantha, we studied the history and we realized that in past, B.K. Gadvi was used to win this constituency. Hari Singh Chavda was used to win this constituency. So if our Chaudhary, who is very good candidate, who is far better than BJP, even though he is losing with a huge margin, then we should think something different. Let us think something out of box. And that's why we took a decision. Like same way, we studied other constituencies also, and in us simultaneously, this is the first time we had one experience. I decided that I will go as per the internal democratic system, and that is why I called my senior workers, and there were ballot boxes. I gave them a performer. I asked them to suggest 5 points what we should do as a party to win the constituency where you are residing. And also I had requested them to give their 3 preference. As per your opinion, who can be the best candidate for your constituency, number 1, number 2 and number 3. And 2 lines, your own reason to give in number 1, 2 or 3. So those workers have, and that was secret ballot. We utilized first time this thing, and thereafter our workers suggested names. I got those names. I wanted to have a public opinion and a survey to be done, but unfortunately because of the crisis of resources, I couldn't do it. But by my own way, I also tried to get the sense from the people, from the opinion from the independent people, and then we discussed in our election committee, Pradesh election committee, we call it PEC. So it's a large number of our senior leaders are there. So we discussed, and I took their opinion also. My in charge General Secretary Mukul Vasnik ji was all the time with me, and we have a good cordial relation. So I took he is a senior most General Secretary in All India Congress Committee. So he is having a huge experience. So that also was helpful to us. My AICC secretaries were moving in these respective areas. We had our observers, even the senior leaders. I had requested me and Mukul Vasnik ji requested them to go in parliamentary constituencies. So senior leaders also went there, and so from multi corner we got the feedback, and after that we put before the high command. And in some constituencies people were thinking that, like, we gave more weightage to lewa patidars. So that was also people was surprised that why too much to lewa patidars, but we thought it fit. And in some constituencies, because of the, like, Palanpur, Banaskantha we won, and in Palanpur the patidars voted for us. In Palanpur, we were thinking that we may have a loss during this election. Last time we lost the assembly seat also from Palanpur. But this time in this Genibands election in Palanpur, we got very good numbers. We got the majority. So because Patidar voted for us, Thakurs, they voted for us, and because of the Kshatriya Andolan agitation also, we got benefits. So those things has helped, and we were able to, though there were lots of odds and hurdles, but against all odds, uh, we were able to give a good show.
Uh, was your decision, I mean, to field a Patidar candidate from Jamnagar against a Ahir candidate from BJP, did it go wrong?
No, it didn't go wrong. Vikram Madam was used to be member parliament from Jamnagar. Uh, we gave him ticket and we lost. This time he requested me and he said that now do something different. Uh, Ahir versus Ahir will not work. I have also studied that constituency in past. Chandresh Patel from Bharatiya Janata Party, uh, he was representing this constituency, who is Patidar. Even Urmila Ben Patel, when the Chimanbai was chief minister, she contested from Jamnagar. So Jamnagar is a constituency wherein Rajputs, Patidars, Ahirs, Yadavs. There's three communities are, I must say that there's not much difference. All three are there, and anyone can be given. So we had decided, and Vikram Madam had requested that he was not ready to contest. Other Ahir, I had two choice. Party had two choice. One, to fill up a Ahir, which we were putting there, and most powerful leader like Vikram Madam also could not win that constituency from that caste. Rather than take another view and give a ticket to Patidar and take a chance. So we decided that, and I think compared, if you look at to the result, it's not that bad. Otherwise, Poonamban Madam, who won from there, she's a lady, popular, Ahir community, and a huge money power. Against her, look at the margin. People were saying that she will win with 5 lakh votes, but our candidate gave a good fight. And it proved that my party's decision to put Patidar from Jamnagar was not a wrong decision.
Deepal, Arjun Bhai has been a loss for the Congress.
Definitely. So I would want to ask, that ex-Congress leader Arjun Modwadia has won the Porbandar by-elections with the biggest ever victory margin of past 11
Yes.
years in Porbandar. And he has cornered at least 86% votes in this by-election. Don't you regret losing Arjun Bhai Modwadia to the BJP?
Look, when we lose anyone from the family or a party, certainly we are not happy. We feel sad. And I'm not a person who will say that just a few weeks before Arjun Bhai was with me and he was fighting with tooth and nail against Bharatiya Janata Party, was giving acidic reaction against BJP's leader, and that time he was a gentleman. And today, because he is there, he's a bad man. That I will not say. Uh, he uh, joined Congress Party, and he has a quality, I must say. And because of that, in the first term, otherwise, like after 4 term, I was able to get the leader of opposition post. Arjun Bhai was first time in the assembly,
Yes.
and he got the leader opposition post, CLP leader's post. Party was nice to him. Party gave him twice a responsibility as a state Congress president. Party was very nice to him. He lost miserably from Porbandar twice, even though ticket was given to him and he got elected. So, voters' mood, the people should not, judge by one election. So, but this may be, you may take it as my party's mistake, or you may take it as my party's greatness, that wherever the MLA was there, Congress party gave them all the freedom to have organization as per the wish of MLA. And especially in Porbandar, because Arjun Bhai was given a post of leader opposition, and then twice he was president of state Congress party, entire Congress organization in Porbandar was as per the wish and will of Arjun Bhai. There were decent voice in past, and there was few leaders who were against Arjun Bhai Motwadia, but party didn't listen to them, and finally they left Congress party and joined Bharatiya Janata Party. So entire organization was as per his wish. And when the person is supposed to, I'm in Bhavnagar now, all the organization is leaders were appointed as per my willingness or my wish or my suggestion. And then if I will ditch the party, I will take away entire organization with me. And within a short span, party cannot, because to build a organization, it's not a joke. You will have to invest your time, your faith, your
So,
organization, then you can able to build the organization. When your entire organization collapse before election, just few days before election, then you can understand that there was no organization and we had to. But I salute, at least in this type of scenario, BJP did their best to purchase our candidates, to see that Congress uh, candidates withdrew, but no candidate has withdrew and they contested against all odds. And I'm grateful to them.
uh, Mr. Goel, you've been really candid in answering this particular question. Is it a lesson learned in a hard way? I mean, would this mistake not be repeated? Having the local leader have a complete say in having the organizational structure?
Yes, you are right. But you will have to put faith in someone. Now, you have one leader who is elected leader, will have to give weightage to them. But the entire organization as per elected persons person's wish, that should not be in future. And each and every election is a lesson for us. Each and every election will teach us something. So this election also taught us many things, and I'm a person with an open heart and open mind. So wherever is my weaknesses, I will try to I will try my best to see that my weaknesses goes, and wherever is my strength, I will try my best that my strength should be more strengthened, so that in future I can give a good fight against Bharatiya Janata Party.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gohil, for sparing your time and talking with Nandini and me. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And please keep on watching Vibes of India for similar videos. Please subscribe to our channel.
Thank you.